Hello, thanks for clicking on the link to watch this short video. It's actually the second of two videos that will close the loop. As far as write-up work you do, we did a cleanup in QuickBooks using client data review, and then we had an adjusted trial balance, and then we went to the statement writer to run our reports, all under one roof using QuickBooks Accountant Edition. Now, for those of you that also are full-service firms that perform obviously tax engagements and taxes for your clients as well, once you have this adjusted trial balance, right, under reports, accountants, taxes, adjusted trial balance, you're using journal entries, or as I said before, just to quickly review before we go to tax, we used either the journal entry window, the working trial balance, where you can then make your adjustments for 2011 and put in your journal entries of 12/31/2011 for your prepaids, accruals, etc., depreciation, accumulated, etc. Once you have it set, whatever entries you do, and you can even send the journal entries back to the client file without even using the accountant's copy now. Right, so they get the adjustments and import it. Of course, they need to be in 2013. Or you're just going to use the regular journal entry window or the client data review, which we do recommend. If I go back to the account center, I have the ability to go into the client data review and troubleshoot prior account balances and even reclassify transactions in batch and clean up AR and AP. But you follow those methods, which should make it a quick cleanup for you, or quicker than usual without using client data review. You have your adjusted trial balance and it's ready to go. You short up the balances, ready to go. Now you want to export the balances to Lacerte. In this case, I'm going to export into Lacerte. I can export into Pro Series, but in this case, I'm exporting them to Lacerte. Under the File menu, I'm going to go to Utilities, Export, Balances to Lacerte Tax, because QuickBooks knows that Lacerte is installed. If I had Pro Series installed, it would say Balances to Pro Series Tax. But the big differentiator here between sending balances from QuickBooks to Lacerte over Pro Series is there's a smart mapping process that kind of happens the more you are in Lacerte. And the trial balance utility I'll show you, and you map the balances to the appropriate field in the form in Lacerte. The smart map utility builds a database so that any file you put over there, if interest expense goes to a particular field, it'll remember that. So less data entry on the Lacerte side. Okay, so I have my adjusted trial balance from QuickBooks Accountant. For my client file, I click Balances to Lacerte Tax, and it finds 2011 Lacerte Tax. And it's going to open, start to open the trial balance utility. I'm going to add the client. If you had a client, you would just choose them in the list. And I'm going to do 1120S because in QuickBooks, in my company information, it's 1120S. And it's going to open the trial balance import, but first allow me to choose the tax year and the basis, whether it's accrual or cash. I'm going to do accrual. And it's going to apply Smart Map auto assignments. And 68 accounts have been mapped because I already did a couple files last week, and it just builds the database and knows that if this account balance from QuickBooks is supposed to go to this field and you have a different client file, it'll do the same thing. Okay, but I still have to map the accounts. This is a little faster than the tax line assignments in the chart of account window. That would work fine for Pro Series once you set that up. But this is going to build this database so every year sending the balances from QuickBooks to Lacerte is going to be faster and faster. So it opens up the trial balance utility that you guys have probably seen, or not if you're not a Lacerte user. This is what it is. You can do some journal entries here if you want, but I'm going to go to tax line assignment, click Smart Map over here on the right, just choose one of them, and all of these have been mapped already to the appropriate field and updated those fields for me. Right, and then I can post the return. I can show unassigned accounts only and quickly, map these fields to the appropriate place. Membership dues go in here, and insurance will go to insurance, etc. And of course you have some negative balances which you don't, so maybe I would do some different adjustments. But I click close and then click close again. It asks me if I want to post it to the return, and I click yes. So post date of the tax return. So that can be how fast, once you have your adjusted trial balance within QuickBooks done through a journal entry, working trial balance, or using the client data review tool, which we do recommend because there is some cleanup involved, you can then do your reports in statement writer, or just send the balances right to the Lacerte tax product and move on to the next client. Hopefully that saves you steps and time to obviously offer then other benefits to your clients, other revenue generating engagements. Thank you.